It's been around 6 months since I first started using my X4. So while it's not my everyday camera, I take my X4 with me on all my trips away from home for more than a day or two. I'll take you through some of the footage I've captured as I run down my top 10 of things I love and 5 things I hate. Let's do the top 10 in reverse order. All right, let's get into it. Insta360. Are you listening? Number 10, let's talk about the footage you get from a 360 camera compared to an action camera. Now, each shot is completely unique. When using a traditional action camera, you're limited to a single lens. Vlogging limits what you can show, even with a wide angle setting. Now, when shooting with a 360 camera like this, you can kind of push the camera back and capture your subject on both sides because you're using 2 lenses. Later on in the software, you can just choose which shot or frame you want to export. Now, having that 360 footage gives you the ability to turn and reframe the camera and export that angle. You just can't do that with anything else, and look how much wider it is. Okay, it's number 9 and we're talking about the battery life now. The battery is a pretty hefty part of the camera and contributes a fair weight to that increased weight compared to previous versions of the camera. I'll circle back to that, but it is needed to power this little beast and it does a great job. A couple of these and I'm set for the day. In my experience, they are efficient and pack a powerful punch and can be charged quickly to get you back up and running again too. Get the little adapter so you can charge up multiple batteries at the end of your day and you're sorted for the next day's shooting in double quick time. At number 8, let's talk about cloud storage. Bit of a cheeky one this because it's only just been released and I hope to use it very soon, but it is super promising. Yes, it is an extra add-on cost, but I think you get a pretty good deal for that subscription cost. Or you can just totally ignore what I've just said and we move on to number 7, which is protection. Lens guards are what I'm talking about because these lenses are fragile and it'll cost a lot to put right unless you have insurance, and even then it's a pain in the butt to get fixed because you'll be without your camera for that time. So yeah, lens guards. Me, I prefer maybe other alternative barrier protections. This rubber lens thingy that slips over your lenses to keep them all pristine and unscratched, for example. And the neoprene pouch is great. I just wish you could get the rubber guard thing and the pouch being used at the same time. Story of my life. Number 6 is AI tracking. Actually, it's all the AI features like gestures and AI editing. Now, AI gestures are great to get the video started if you're at a distance by yourself and you want to film yourself. AI editing helps you navigate what people say is the biggest pain point in getting a 360 camera. How on earth do you edit all the footage that you've captured? So the AI editing is a really helpful starting point, but drop me a comment if editing is still something you're struggling with. And still on AI, here's an easy one-click edit technique that I love and use a lot to keep me front and center in my videos. And you can too, no matter which way the camera is pointing. The deep tracking that you get on the X4 is super good. Just draw a box or click on the object or person you want to track, and the AI plays through the video, tracking that target to keep it centered in your reframed footage. And reframing is the gold in the 360 editing world, unless you're making a immersive kind of video to watch either on a flat screen or on goggles. I'll come back to that. All right, we're halfway through the good stuff at number 5, and that's actually audio quality.
This is in 4K, and you get this max mode, single lens, completely amazing wide background, all in 4K.
The X4 has really upped its game compared to its predecessors with how all the onboard mics capture audio now, with different settings and algorithms for you to capture the best sound even in the most challenging environments. You can even get little wind muffs to help protect the mics in windy conditions or when it's moving fast and the air is swirling all around the mics. And not only does the X4 connect to Bluetooth mics like your AirPods or the DJI Mic 2, but you can get really good sound with the mic adapter and a dedicated wired or wireless mic. I get amazing great results with my Rode Wireless Pro, which I'm using here now. I'll drop you a couple of links about the mic set itself, an example of what I've captured using this mic on the X4. It's really very, very good indeed. Next up at number 4 is the invisible selfie stick. Now this is a basic thing for the X4 or the 360 camera, which stitches out the selfie stick for that flying or floating camera look. But what I love about the X4 and the Insta360 range is the variety of selfie sticks that I can get, like a short stubby stick for when I'm really going minimal, to a strong action stick which is lightweight and made of carbon fiber, to the 3-meter super long and strong extended selfie stick for those really cool fake drone shots. Number 3 is the 360 time-lapse function, which can be rendered as an immersive video or reframed for really panoramic time lapses of everything that's going on all around you. It's a pretty phenomenal function to have at such a high resolution, and I love it. Number 2 is a pretty recent addition in the editing suite, but one that I've loved using. This is the dynamic movement that is available as presets that you can add to your video, taking the strain out of editing and adding lots of different ways to add either a touch of fun or low-key high class to your edits. And at number 1, we have the 8K video capability for 360 video. This doesn't just give you higher quality flat screen reframe video at 2.7K like shooting on an Insta360 Go 3, but also the great image quality, crispness and resolution that you get for immersive VR videos too. Now, I've made a few of these immersive videos on my channel in stunning 8K, and they've actually been pretty popular. So much so that I'm actually starting another channel just to host these as I show you beautiful New Zealand and other places I travel to around the world. So be sure to subscribe here to know more about it when it goes live. Right, I said I was going to cover 5 things that I think I hate, with some suggestions for improvement for the device too. Again, in reverse order. And at number 5, the X4 really is a lot heavier than I'd like it to be. And on an extended stick, physics and levers means that it can really feel quite the weight quite quickly. Not great for extended shooting sessions. I remember back to when the One X came out and how slimline and light that was. This feels quite thick in the torso these days, a bit like me. And yes, the battery is so much better than the One X, and that screen is gorgeous, but there is a cost to this improvement, and that's weight. 4th in the list is back to the editing learning curve. Yes, it can feel pretty steep to figure out not only how to get the footage off your device, and I don't mean the somewhat flaky and battery draining Wi-Fi connection. Actually, that should probably make the top 5 list of bad things instead. Yeah, you should definitely get the quick reader where you can just slot the SD card into it and plug that directly into your phone, tablet or computer to edit on the app or studio. Wait. Actually, the quick reader should be in the top 10. Pretend I already did that and put it near the top. It's a must-have accessory, if only for your sanity. Seriously, don't be waiting around for those Wi-Fi downloads. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the editing learning curve. Here's my advice. Start small and use the AI for quick wins. Keep going at it and you'll soon get the knack of some simple edits. Get your confidence and start to add something new each time. It's overwhelming if you try to learn all that you can do in editing all at once. Believe me, been there, done that. Start simple and go from there. And I'd love to hear more about your editing experiences, so drop those in the comments. I'm sure you're not alone. At number 3, as much as I love 8K video, it's kind of frustrating that to get even a small amount of slow motion, I have to drop to 5.7K to get 60 frames per second. 60 frames per second and 8K both at the same time. That's what I want. Please make it so.
Make it so.
This instant. Runner up in the list of bad things or improvements to be made, depending on whether I'm being an ass or being helpfully constructive. And this one is very personal to me. I live in one of the windiest cities in the world, Wellington, New Zealand. So please add better wind muffs and maybe the wind guard on like the new Ace Pro 2. Pretty please. Thank you. And at number 1, have you seen how big the 8K files are. Seriously. So maybe like the DJI Osmo Action Pro 5, Action 5 Pro? Insta360 could throw us a bone and include some built-in memory, just in case we run out of space. Or we absolutely definitely have to film right now, even when we don't have a clear, massive SD card handy. Now, I think DJ includes something like 40 gigs or something like that on that Osmo Action 5 Pro. And I know Insta360 would like to one-up them on that. So, more than 40 gigs. I hope this video has brought you a little bit of joy, some knowledge, maybe some good information and entertainment too. Check out this video next, and I'll see you there.